I don't make it a mystery that I really like the Wednesday show. It's not perfect. It was fun. It was wonderful. I like Jenna Ortega's performance. I have one criticism. How the heck did I get into this whole trend of Jenna Ortega all over my social media feeds? I'm getting tired of it. I think she's attractive, but get the heck off my stuff. I'm getting tired of it. Anyways, just saw a Yellow Flash video. I didn't even know this was a possibility, and I'm worried a little bit. Don't know what's going to happen, but he brought up an interesting point. And this is a interesting point from this article that I just found. Netflix may lose Wednesday for season 2. One of Netflix's biggest shows this year. They're running low on important shows that are impactful to the zeitgeist of pop culture, what have you. Stranger Things season 4 is about over. Well, Stranger Things season 4 came back, did everything right, but Stranger Things is about over. They're about to do season 5, which is the final season. You got, what else? The Witcher. Yeah. You got some good anime here or there, but they're not, and none of it as impactful as what Wednesday is. And now when I talk about Wednesday, I do have to point out that it is a teen drama set in a Hogwarts-esque school. Hogwarts-esque? Whatever. With mystery and everything young teen girls like. Let's be real. It's a teen girl drama. But it's fun. It's enjoyable. And it's a coming of age story for both her and her partner. I cannot remember. Sinclair. Enid. It's a coming of age story. It's them finding themselves, doing everything they need to do. And it's a fun show. Has some issues here. I'm not going to lie. It has some issues. But to think that Netflix could lose one of their most popular shows, a show that has infected TikTok, all these trends, doing all this stuff, and Jesus Christ, Jenna Ortega, get out. I make 2 videos over this topic, and now she's everywhere. I mean, she's not that bad of looking, but god dang, I have Jenna Ortega everywhere. But because of the show, you got goth girls coming back. You have people mimicking the dance scene. You have people pretending to be uber bubbly individuals like Enid. You have all this fun stuff that this show has caused. And to think that Netflix could lose it is insane. And I go back to this, and this hasn't fully been fixed up. I haven't gotten this the end of the year yet. But this is the Netflix top 10 global top 10. What do we see here from November 21st, November 27th, the first week it came out, number 1. Second week, number 1. Third week, number 1. Fourth week, number 1. Fifth week, number 1. I'm willing to bet 6th week, still number 1. I'm willing to bet when the numbers update, still be number 1 for 6 weeks in a row. Because the show was fun. I had to watch it twice. I couldn't quit watching it. I loved the show. I thought it was amazing. It wasn't anything. There was tons of issues, but I loved it. Well, let's get into this, though. Netflix could be set to lose one of its biggest series. Honestly, probably one of its most impactful series since Stranger Things. Since it landed on the streaming site last year, the Addams Family spinoff has become one of its most successful shows ever. If you haven't managed to catch any of it yet, here's a bit of background to get you up to speed. I'm just going to do this because this is the synopsis that breaks the whole thing down. The 8-part series centers around 16-year-old Goth, played by Jenna Ortega, who attends Nevermore Academy and gets to work trying to solve a murder mystery. Yep, classic teen drama with a Hogwarts-style academy with characters you wouldn't expect to start falling in love with, but you fall in love with each and every one of them. You're like, oh my god, you're teens, you don't know how to get away in the world, you think you're all that, and heck, for crying out loud, I'm not gonna lie, Wednesday is technically the key to everything, but she's the key to everything in the bad way. Like, what she does in the show is kind of bad. Like, she's not perfect. She's very flawed. She thinks she's all that. She acts like she's all that, but she's not all that. So it works. All their usual tropes work, and I like the show. Heck, I did a video last week talking about it where I think even the showrunners and the writers for the show know that, hey, yeah, we have a lot of these cultural stuff going on here. A lot of people are shipping characters. We probably won't do that because they want to do a actually good show. But while it's proved to be a massive success, with critics raving about the series and Ortega's performance, Netflix customers may not get a chance to see where the story goes next. Deadline revealed last year that Amazon and MGM finalized an $8.5 billion merger. So, why does MGM... Why is MGM so important? Well, they get into the next line. And with Wednesday being an MGM production, there's a chance that the rights may go to Amazon Prime instead. I don't want Amazon to touch the show at all. I barely like Netflix touching the show. I really don't want Amazon to touch it because they'll see something. Hey. This show is very popular. You know, it's very popular with the young kids. It's very popular here, and here. Why don't we start putting our own stuff in it? Why don't we start doing our things with it? Well, if we own MGM, this is our property now. We can do whatever we want to it, and I don't want you to touch it. I barely have trust with Netflix, but I, at least from what I've seen of the showrunners, what I've seen from the director, just had his name, Tim Burton. What I've seen from these people is, hey, we don't like forced diversity. Hey, we have a story we want to say. We have a roadmap. Sometimes things are going to twist and turn and maybe surprising events are going to happen, but we have a plan. I see Amazon taking a hold of it and doing Rings of Power, doing all their other stuff to the show and kind of either the boysing it, what might happen to Invincible Season 2, Rings of Power, Wheel of Time, so on and so forth. I see that happening here, and I'm terrified. I'm shocked still that Season 1 was so good. Season 2 could be a trash fire, could be super garbage, and I will never watch it again. Season 1 was freaking great. Tons of problems, tons of kind of uber progressive mentalities when it comes to pilgrims and stealing our land and bigotry and stuff like that, but I still liked it. I still enjoyed it. And I don't want it to leave, but again, I saw this through Yellow Flash, and he made an interesting point. We know that there's going to be a Season 2. We know there's a Part 2 for the show. Hasn't been announced. No announcement for the next part of Season 2. Why? Because we know they're happening. They set it up for a whole nother season. Next part's coming. New mysteries abound. Why haven't we got that announcement at, hey, Season 2's coming. It might be a couple years down the way, but hey, Season 2's coming. Do we even have an announcement yet for the next season of Cobra Kai? Why aren't we getting those announcements yet? Two of your bigger shows haven't been announced yet. We know we're getting a new season of Stranger Things. That's already in the works. We got that one. We haven't heard about Cobra Kai, or hell, we haven't heard about this, your biggest show now. What's going on? And with Wednesday being an MGM production, there's a chance the rights go to Amazon Prime. We already said that. Now, before you all go jumping the gun and start ditching your accounts, a little editorializing, but okay. This is not certain. And neither side has made an announcement about where the show's futures lie. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens this season. Yep. But like I was saying, this was a huge show for Netflix. This was massive. The impact it had on TikToks, the impact it had on trends, the impact it's had on Twitter, even for all the shippers. Jesus Christ, why ship these 16-year-old girls? Gee, stop it! Anyways, it's had an impact. And it's had an impact that Netflix hasn't seen in years. Like, yeah, Stranger Things season 4 was great, but Stranger Things has been dipping down. Netflix has nothing super big that's had an impact like this. I love Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai hasn't had an impact like this. For crying out loud, you don't see Cobra Kai trends the way you see Jenna Ortega, the way you see Enid, the way you see people dancing like Wednesday did at the ballroom dance and stuff. You don't see that caused by Cobra Kai. You don't see that anymore. When Stranger Things came out, you saw a lot of people going hog wild over Stranger Things. That impacted everything. Then season 2 came out, less so. Season 3 came out, barely even a drop. Season 4 came out, he's had some, but wasn't on the same page. I can go on YouTube, and you know what? I'll do that real quick. We'll just click YouTube. I'll scroll down to shorts. Wow. Other than all the very attractive girls, I got Jenna Ortega. I got outfit inspired by Charlie's. I always have a Jenna Ortega thing sitting there. And also a bunch of girls, but I mean, come on. I always have something about this show sitting there, whether it's Jenna Ortega, whether it's Enid, whether it's Wednesday dancing. I always have something sitting there in that shorts category. And I'm getting freaking tired of it. But anyways, that shows how much of an impact this show had on pop culture as a whole. I hope the show remains good. I hope we get a season 2 relatively soon. But if it goes to Amazon, I don't know if it's going to stay the way it should. I don't know if Tim Burton's going to be allowed to do what he needs to do. I don't know if the showrunners are going to continue on their map. I don't know if they're going to get influences from all of Amazon's people. Netflix, it kind of looks like Netflix just let these guys do what they needed to do. They had some of the progressive stuff, but not a whole lot that actually impacted the show. So who knows what's going to happen. With all that being said, guys, give me your thoughts down in the comments below. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, share it out with your friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put a new video and go live, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.